Welcome back to La La Land on CRN Digital Talk. That's Nettie Liddell. I'm Brett Chapin, and we're talking with great actor and writer Steve Lathrop. If you have any questions for Steve, go ahead and give us a call at 1-800-336-2225. But let's take a moment, Nettie, real quick, to thank our amazing sponsors that have sponsored us this last couple of weeks on our Indiegogo account.
Yeah.
First of all, number one big sponsor, Mr. Ken Werther, for his donation. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Steve Lathrop, who's here with us. We can thank him in person, and you owe him a massage, Nettie.
Thank you. Thank you.
Steve Benko, who is awesome and listens to us
awesome
all the time.
I know.
Yeah. Thank you to Steve, and thank you, of course, to the amazing Kristen Towers-Rolls for her contribution as well. Thanks, guys. We love you.
In the spirit of giving, in the spirit of art, and keeping us alive and going.
Absolutely. Putting in our contribution to season 2. We're getting there. We're getting there on our account. Every day I'm doing, instead of the 12 days of Christmas, I'm doing the 25 days of La La Land. So I'm posting one of our favorite segments every day.
That's great.
Yeah.
I've seen that. That is great. Brett dedicates so much time and effort to the web and the marketing, and you really do an amazing job.
Well, so do you. Yeah. I mean, I think we have a good product here. We're doing something good, and hopefully we're getting some exposure for some talented Los Angeles artists. That's what it's about.
I hope so.
Yeah.
A lot of talented transplants here who find their home and have something to say.
For sure. But we don't know how we're doing unless we hear from you guys. So go ahead and find us on Facebook and Twitter. And if you feel so inclined, please contribute to our Indiegogo account and keep us going for season 2.
Yeah. Speaking of a transplant with something to say, sitting to the right of me. Sorry, just kidding. Steve Lathrop, what's going on?
Nothing much. I'm just hanging out with you guys, the coolest people in the world.
Oh, God.
Wow. That's a bold statement.
That's very bold, because I'm wearing a bear on my head. That's great. Wow. Indie filmmaker. So we're talking about your film a little bit and about what it was about. And I think people have to understand that it's not just your normal everyday type, 5 elderly people go and capture somebody and there's some bad guys and blah, blah, blah. Like, it takes a turn because it's actually a horror film.
Yeah. Well, I don't really like this. Well, it has horror elements, but it's kind of satire.
It's almost sci-fi.
Yes.
I mean, it's like a whole nother planet realm type thing.
But on the Indiegogo account, it's all the storyboards are all. Who are those done by you?
I did the storyboards, but Mark Jones, he lives in Warner Robins. I met him in GCSU in Georgia, Milledgeville, and
super talented animator.
He put everything together.
Cartoon. Yeah.
He also did the big poster.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
So what else are you doing, Steve? Anything besides the respect your elders?
Right now, I'm just totally focusing on it. I did a film back in 1999. It's just a little film I did it with a bunch of college students, and I'm just gonna put it together. It was 45 minutes long. I was just pretty much teaching myself how to make movies, and it ended up being really long because I had so many actors that wanted to do it. Usually, like when I lived in my small town, I was experimenting a lot, and it was hard for me to get people. And then when I moved to GCSU, I discovered theater actors, and they wanted to get involved. So I had so many people involved, and it's a great little movie, but it was just a bit too long. So I actually thought I lost it, and I found it in a box. So I'm gonna re-edit it and put it together.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a cute little film. I mean, I used to babysit a lot, and sometimes when the kids are bored, I would just pop in this movie. And it's kind of a dark comedy, kind of like Eraserhead for kids. I don't know if you're familiar with Eraserhead, or maybe David Lynch. You might be familiar with that.
Sure.
For kids?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's what my teacher, Mark Snyder, said. He told me this is like Eraserhead for kids. So.
How funny.
Yeah.
That's a new concept.
Yeah.
Very, very new, edgy, interesting stuff. I like it a lot. Steve, you're the man. You are the man.
Well, I'll go ahead and tell you what it's about really quick. It's a very simple story. It's about a guy. He's really hungry, and he happens to be a mime. So I know you did the school.
Yeah.
And he actually did a school too, the mime school, and that's where we got the idea. But so he's miming for food, and he's not getting food, and then he ends up stealing a bag from an old lady who's like a cyborg.
Oh my God.
And he ends up finding a hen in the bag, and he totally flips out, but he's really, really hungry, so he decides to cook the hen. And then the cyborg...
Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Sorry, go ahead. Okay.
And so the cyborg lady shows up, karate chops him, doesn't like the hand, so she takes his hand. So, he wakes up, I'm missing my hand. And so he's like a puppy or a kitten that you go missing. He ends up looking for his hand, and that's the story. And other stuff happens too, but it's just a guy who misses his hand.
Very creative stuff.
Yes.
I like it.
Have you seen that movie Idle Hands?
Yes.
It's kind of like that.
Not like that kind of, but more of, I don't know.
Funnier.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, of course. That was Devon Sawa. I was never a big fan.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Seth Green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Seth Green's awesome and everything, I think, but
Yeah, Steve's funnier though.
yeah, probably.
So you should check it out.
I don't doubt it.
Anyway, so okay. Anyway, other stuff that you're doing, I'm sure there's lots, but I know that I want to talk a little bit more about the up and coming film because I know you probably put in mass amounts of hours, and so we'll talk about it a little bit more
on La La Land when we come back on CRN Digital Talk.
This is a special alert to all